You're tuned in to XOX Nation, the heartbeat of the XRPL community. This episode is powered by HODL. In games we trust, but salvation starts with diamond hands.
What's up, legends? This video is absolutely jam-packed with alpha. We're diving into the XRP sell-off regrets, the undeniable power of HODLing, and ending with a wild bombshell, the accidental launch of Cupid Coin on the XRPL. But before we get started, shout out to every single one of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing the content. Your support means the world, and it's fueling the XRP army to victory. Alright, let's kick it off with some painful crypto lessons, the XRP selling saga. First up, a video that went viral. Dave Portnoy, founder of Barstool Sports, admitted he sold his entire XRP bag way too early and missed out on millions. Let's hear what he had to say.
I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I can't lie to my people. I have a confession. I sold XRP when it went up to 240 because the guy who told me to buy it told me that I should sell it because he thought Circle would compete with him. And he was unhappy with it. It's up 60% since I sold it, and I would have made millions, and I want to cry, and I don't own it anymore. Even though I was like the leader of the XRP army, I sold it.
Yikes, this man called himself a leader of the XRP army, but dipped without even warning his lieutenants. No wonder he's crying in bed. That's an L move. And then there's this girl. She bought XRP at around 60 cents back in 2020. She held through the ups and downs, but earlier this year, she gave up and sold. And guess what? Right after that, XRP exploded past $3. She missed the moon like so many others. We've all heard of similar stories, including the classic 2 pizzas for 10,000 bitcoins back in May 2010. Let's talk real talk. These stories are everywhere, and they all share one theme. They didn't HODL. Let me say it again for the people in the back. HODLing is not just a meme. It's the most powerful wealth strategy in crypto. Crypto is the biggest wealth creation event in human history, period. But to win, you need to understand two things: technology and network effect. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. Crypto isn't about timing the market. It's about time in the market. You win by understanding the technology, the adoption curve, and holding through the noise. Think about it like this. A phone is useless if only one person owns it, but the more people that join, the more powerful the network becomes. Same with the internet, same with crypto. Let's look at some facts. The telephone took 75 years to reach 100 million users. The internet took about 12 years. Crypto, on the other hand, only 4 years and it hit 100 million holders. And it's just getting started. This isn't just fast adoption. Aside from AI, which is also a transformative tech, crypto has the fastest adoption curve of any major technology in human history. And we'll dive into AI in another video, because spoiler alert, AI and crypto are about to collide in a way that's going to blow your mind. And yes, for the first time ever, XRP has overtaken Bitcoin in global Google search trends. This is beyond bullish. The maxis are not happy, but we won't stop until we hit 589. By the way, that is how many people Brad Garlinghouse is following, and for a moment Elon Musk was also following 589 people. Coincidence? Bottom line is, you don't need to be some wizard level trader. Here's the real play. Hold blue chip tokens long term, allocate 5 to 10% of your portfolio to meme coins or high risk plays. That's what smart money does. Me, one of the first memes I looked into and bought is literally HODL, because every day it reminds me of what I need to do. Just hold on to your bags for dear life. But before we tie this all up, I want you to watch this clip.
So we work very closely together with Ripple. We work very closely to actually bring our massive community of over 1 million developers onto the XRP ledger. So for us, we're really bullish on Ripple, on XRP in particular, because of the inroads they've already made into the TradFi sector. They've been, really sort of diligent about getting tons of different licenses all across the world to actually make sure that they are positioned to own the space when the institutions actually come into blockchain, into crypto, which they're already starting to do with stablecoins. Hidden Road acquisition, for example, is a great example of how they're going to actually be utilizing the XRP ledger in the real world, settling trades, etc., much faster, cheaper than otherwise would be possible. And then obviously also international money payments. All of those different aspects really make it one of the formative companies of the next decade. And I know a lot of people have been asking for my price targets on XRP. And I think this is the first time I'll say it, but I think XRP is heading to $1,000 by 2030.
You might be asking, who is this guy, one of the biggest financial news outlets predicting $1,000 per XRP? Great question. Let's look at his background really quick. Dom Kwok worked at Blackstone, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and graduated cum laude at the Wharton School. Him and his brother Phil are heavily in the know, and when they speak, big money listens. Every story I started this video with, people who didn't hodl. If they understood the second most important thing in crypto, they would know to hodl, and they wouldn't have lost out on life-changing gains. Don't be that story, especially with what's about to happen to XRP. Now for the wildest news of the week. Cupid Coin, aka CPD, was launched on XRPL by accident. Here's what happens. One of these senior devs that is working on all things was testing a token launch. It was supposed to happen on the testnet, but instead, he released it on the mainnet. Live, for real, with a Cupid themed ticker. Within minutes, this thing went from $40 to $135,000. Absolute madness. Just think about it. In less than 5 minutes, this token went up from $40 to over $130,000. Think of what's about to happen when All Things, aka Project Cupid, launches for real. Not to mention the monthly buybacks that they are intending to be doing for their token. What do you think will happen to XOX? Asking for a friend. I am so hyped, and yes, I backed up to the truck and loaded up on the dip. But this is the important part. After the launch, you wouldn't believe how fast the XOX team came out. Within minutes, the team came out and made a statement. These guys just keep earning my respect, and I truly hope that more projects were like this. They came forward. They told the public it was just a test. No pump and dump, no rugs, just honesty. They didn't cash out, not one XRP. Many projects would have cashed out and ghosted, but XOX, they're built different, transparent, professional, and committed to the community. With their new push to $1 billion market cap, there is no doubt in my mind these guys will get there. To the XOX team, we salute you. And hey, on a lighter note, something beautiful happened in the XOX Telegram chat this week. It happened to be a member's birthday. While everyone was sending him wishes, Mr. Shrimp, one of these senior devs, did something that honestly melted hearts. He asked the member for his wallet address and age. Then, he sent him his age in XRP. That's right, an actual XRP birthday gift straight from the dev. Of course, right after that, another member popped up and said, "I'm 1 million years old, Mr. Shrimp." The chat lost it. Total chaos. Pure laughter. But here's the point. This is the kind of spirit we need more of in crypto. Genuine kindness, community vibes, and developers who actually care. The generosity, humility, and heart the XOX team brings, it's honestly second to none. So what's the takeaway? HODL your winners, understand the tech, sprinkle in some high-risk degen plays if you want to have fun, and never underestimate projects like XOX, because they're doing things the right way. Thanks again for watching, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's keep stacking knowledge, hodling bags, and let's keep memeing, my friends. Until next time, HODL strong.
Some platforms move like this. And then there's All Things, built for movement, born for speed.